What's good, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. This video is a little bit late. I mean, just a little bit late, but let's speak on some news that we have to talk about. Just a few weeks ago, the Panthers made I don't want to say it was a big splash, but they did make some pretty eyebrow-raising moves when they went out and they signed a cornerback. And when you just hear those facts, it makes you feel a little bit good. Like, okay, I know our secondary wasn't looking all that great. We don't have James Bradberry back there anymore. We've seen Dante Jackson have some great plays, and then we've seen him completely just close his eyes and look at his phone or do something. I don't know what he's been doing back there in the secondary sometimes when he's playing, but he is doing literally everything but covering wide receivers. So we know what's going on back there. We have some rookies. We did re-sign Corn Elder, but if you've seen any instance of Corn Elder touching an NFL football field over the last couple of years, you will know. Let me stay respectful in this video for the time being. The point is, there ain't really all that much to be excited for in the secondary this season specifically. We do have rookies who I think will be better and will progress over the years as we have more time with Phil Snow as our defensive coordinator. But as for this year, going up against the Bucks, who are going to be good this year, we have the Saints. We know what they got. The Falcons, we know what they got. You could probably make a pretty safe assumption that our secondary probably gonna get cooked. But we have found the answer. The Panthers went out and they signed Eli Apple, a former first-round pick. Pick number 10. He wasn't pick 31, pick 30, pick 29. No. This is Eli Apple we're talking about. A former New York Giant, pick number 10 in the 2016 draft. What could go wrong? And although I would never describe Eli Apple's talents in the secondary as him being toast or barbecue chicken alert, he has some very confusing moments. His rookie season was actually pretty decent. We saw him rise with the Giants. Now, the Giants in 2016, they were the Giants in 2016, and that is the best I can say about them. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can go on and on trying to explain to you who Eli Apple is, what he brings to the table, and what kind of talent and skill set he has, but I think the best way to really do this is by giving a metaphor. Eli Apple is a McChicken. Now, for y'all living under a rock, you might be asking yourself, what is a McChicken? You already know the answer. A McChicken is a chicken sandwich. It is the cheapest chicken sandwich of the fast food networks, and it is the worst chicken sandwich of all the fast food networks, but it is still a chicken sandwich. And you know you love yourself some chicken sandwiches. You ain't going out getting Chick-fil-A clubs from Bojangles all the time. You can't always go to Chick-fil-A because they're closed on Sundays. Sometimes you find yourself hungry at 1 a.m. after enjoying some extracurricular activities and ain't nothing open or close but a McDonald's, and you want yourself a chicken sandwich. So you go to the drive-thru, pay your $1.07, and you get a chicken sandwich. Does it taste good? Maybe not, but it is still a chicken sandwich. Did they put a bunch of mayonnaise just in the middle of the sandwich? Is there one just shred of lettuce off to the side of the bun? Of course. You're not getting a premium service when you buy a McChicken, but it is still a chicken sandwich. And that's what Eli Apple is. You're not gonna get very much out of him, but you're still gonna appreciate it's a chicken sandwich. I'm gonna eat it. I might not like myself for doing it, but hey, it was cheap. It was there. Eli Apple won't get burnt consistently, but he also won't make a pattern out of making highlight plays or even very impressive plays. What you can set your watch to consistently is that this man will draw penalties. And I don't mean him making the offense get penalties. I mean he will hold. He will commit pass interferences, and he will turn great defensive stands null and void. It's 3rd and 15, and it's like late in the fourth quarter. We are just one score down, 4 points. All we need is a quick little touchdown to make things happen. Teddy Bridgewater, he looked good in this game. Teddy Bridgewater looked real good in this game, right? You have it in your mind. You believe it. You think to yourself, okay, we have 3 minutes left. We can make this happen. We have all 3 of our timeouts. We can do this. Drew Brees snaps the ball, looks up, finds Eli Apple, closes his eyes, tosses it in the general direction of Eli Apple, and guess what happens? I'm gonna leave this. Give yourself 5 seconds to think about this real quick. Guess what happens? Take your time. Got an answer yet? 3 more seconds. You're exactly right. Eli Apple just grabbed the receiver. The ball's not even all that close, but it's just close enough that the referee has to throw that yellow flag. And guess what? The Saints now have a first down, and it's very, very hard to win this game now. Eli Apple will make very untimely mistakes. And Eli Apple is a guy who, like I mentioned earlier, isn't going to be giving you a bunch of interceptions a year. He's not going to be a guy who's flashing and, sideline to sideline, having extremely good range. He's not a guy who's going to come in and replace James Bradberry and have the kind of numbers against Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, and Mike Evans as we've seen James do over the past 2-3 years with consistency. Con frecuencia for my Spanish viewers out there. What's up? I see you. Hola. Let's be honest here. I think the Panthers signing Eli Apple says a lot more about one of two things. Either one, the coaching staff is not all that sold on Troy Pride or Kenny Robinson becoming the number one guy at cornerback and going up against Julio, going up against... We know who we're going against as receivers, and the quarterbacks we have to go against for 6 games, not to mention we have to play against the Chiefs this year. They're thinking to themselves, it makes no sense to actually throw them that deep into the fire this year with a growing defense, a lot of young guys. You don't want to just throw a guy and have his whole spirit broken. You want to throw guys into the fire to test them, but you don't want to break a guy's spirit in his rookie year because these are guys, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady. They will crush a young cornerback spirit, break his will. They will tease you and pick on you all game. So we understand that you may have thought, okay, let's just go ahead and bring in Eli Apple. Not really a veteran guy, but he's been in the league for several years now, and we can let these guys get some reps in between because Eli Apple is not a long-term solution to any kind of problem we have. He's not even really a short-term solution. He's a McChicken. He's a McChicken. Remember that. You eat it and go about your day. You don't feel good about it. You don't tell your friends about it. You just eat your McChicken in peace and keep it moving. But I think that the plan may have been to say, okay, Troy Pride, Kenny Robinson, you'll get some playing time here and there, but we're not going to throw you against Julio, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas every single play. It ain't going to happen. Dante Jackson is not playing CB1. He could barely handle being CB2. He's fast. He's fast. And I think the second thing is a little bit more sinister. Maybe the coaching staff just doesn't know exactly what they want. We wait until the 4th round to pick up a cornerback, and I understand. I like Jeremy Chin, and I like Yetur Gross-Matos. YGM is a beast. I think we're going to be really good on the front this year. But waiting till the 4th round to get a cornerback doesn't solve your problems, and they realize we have to do something. We have to make it look like we are addressing problems. And I think at this point, signing Eli Apple is a move that just says, look, throw it at the wall. If it sticks, hope it don't stink too much, but if it sticks up there, we got a nice little Band-Aid. Not one of those great value Band-Aids that'll peel off if the sun looks at it just a little too closely. I mean one of those brand name actual Band-Aids that you gotta actually rip them off. You might get a little skin when it come off, but you know it's protecting that big wound that's festering underneath, which has been our defense for the past several years. Now we've had some really bad run defenses that have overshadowed the problems in the secondary because the run D has been so bad, but don't get it twisted, the pass defense has not been great either. All right, so for me, this move right here to sign Eli Apple is a Band-Aid on a McChicken. And maybe if you catch it soon enough, take a picture of it, you might be able to get to McDonald's corporate and say, hey, this was in my chicken sandwich when I got it. And you may be able to make a money move and come up real big later on down the road. Is it possible? Of course. Is it probable? Y'all seen Eli Apple play for the last couple of years. No offense to y'all who love the McChicken. I eat a McChicken from time to time. I'm not being elitist over chicken sandwiches, but let's be realistic about the tiers of chicken sandwiches that are out there. McChickens are just a step above school lunch chicken sandwiches. That's because school lunch chicken sandwiches taste like plastic dipped in water, left outside for 3.5 days right after a physics test or something. I don't know. It ain't good though. Alright? It ain't good. So that's how I feel about Eli Apple. Welcome to the Panthers, my brother. Hope you have a great season. That's how I feel about it. What are your thoughts on Eli Apple? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.